I have never seen a flat earther contradict themselves so much and so often.
It 100% tells you that the earth is flat and motionless. Everything you see and feel. All of our senses are constantly not only wrong, but basically the exact opposite. They're displaying the exact opposite of reality.
So are you saying that the earth is flat or it isn't? Please subscribe.
I was just looking at one of my videos called The Best Proof of Flat Earth.
And you realized how completely insane it was? Yeah, tell us something we don't know.
And I made this video a while ago, and when I was watching it, I realized
that it's not the 1800s anymore, which means you've got no excuse.
It's kind of funny whenever you're talking about something like flat earth and you talk about the best proof, because to me it's like saying the best proof that the sky is blue. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean, and I don't think you do either, if that giggle was anything to go by. The sky is blue.
You know, it just, everything you experience is of a flat earth, and that is the number one proof.
Ah, right, so like lots of other flat earthers then, it's flat because it looks flat to you.
The number one proof of flat earth is
non-existent, because the earth isn't flat.
That you would know it was flat and motionless without a doubt. There would be no thought in your mind had nobody ever told you otherwise.
But if the earth was flat and motionless, we wouldn't have day or night. We wouldn't have seasons or tides. It's only flat earthers that have tried to shoehorn all those things into their model.
I believe that the best thing to follow is your natural knowing. It's the knowing inside of you is God.
Ah, right, I've got you now. So the earth is flat because God.
The knowing whenever you want something and deep down you know it's wrong, but you try to justify it and fight it anyway. That voice, the voiceless voice that takes no thought. It's always in an instant and you can never change it. Call it your gut or whatever, that is God.
And I always thought that feeling in my gut was my body's way of telling me I'm about to make a bad decision. Maybe you should listen to yours a bit more closely, pal.
And that is the voice you should always listen to. And that voice clearly tells you that you are not upside down and not moving.
But how we feel is not a reliable way to determine scientific fact. Now, we used to feel like the earth was the center of the universe, but evidence proved us wrong. Our senses can and do play tricks on us.
Everything you experience, just what you see, how you feel, everything. In order to tell me that the earth is a ball, you need to understand that you are telling me that all of our senses are constantly not only wrong, but basically the exact opposite. They're displaying the exact opposite of reality.
This guy's really committed to sensory overload as proof of a flat earth, isn't he? Here's the thing. We've got evidence that goes beyond just feelings. Ships disappearing hull first over the horizon. Different constellations in different hemispheres. Lunar eclipses with a round Earth-shaped shadow. Now, these aren't just feelings, they're observations explained perfectly by a globe-shaped Earth.
And that we can never trust any of our senses, and that basically nothing you see or feel you should believe, ever.
I'm just gonna say it. That is so stupid. So if I see a guy running towards me wielding a knife, I should just stand there and trust that nothing's gonna happen, even if I'm feeling really scared.
And I'm not willing to believe that I need to disregard everything I experience in order to ascertain reality. That's a joke to me.
Yeah, well, that's probably just as well, because flat earthers are a joke to all of us.
Our senses are God-given, logic is God-given.
And he clearly hasn't given you any, has he? And I'm guessing you're a very religious young man because you're bumping your gums about God so much. You told us a few minutes ago that we absolutely shouldn't trust our feelings or, that thing we get in our gut. But now you're saying that God gave us those feelings. So what you're telling us then is not to trust God. And if you are telling us not to trust God, which is exactly what that sounded like, why would you trust God that the earth is flat? Can you not see the flaw in your own logic here?
Logic is based on God because it can only exist with an absolute standard.
That's just a fancy way of saying there's only one right answer set in stone by, you guessed it, the big guy upstairs. But here's the thing, even within religions there are countless interpretations and disagreements. If logic was truly God-given and absolute, as you claim, shouldn't we all agree on, well, everything all the time?
So if you use true logic and the voiceless voice, everything that you see, feel, experience, think about, everything just tells you the earth is flat.
But how can everything we see, feel and experience tell us that the earth is flat while we are simultaneously, and these are your words, not trusting what we see, feel and experience? There's more holes in your logic than there is in a tea bag, pal. Which is it? Are we trusting our senses or not? You keep making a point and then completely contradicting it.
I could get into all kinds of numbers and science with airplanes, right? But just think about an airplane. Does an airplane fly around a spinning ball, or does it fly over a flat, motionless surface?
Planes fly over a rotating sphere, not a spinning ball, which is why all flights use great circle routes.
The best proof of flat earth is, imagine you were born in the woods and lived life and nobody ever mentioned what the earth is.
What the hell? Looks like he's become some kind of feral beast.
Oh my God!
You'd have no question that it's flat and motionless.
But if you were born in the woods and you'd never interacted with any other human beings, you wouldn't have any questions about the earth. It would just be where you live. The only reason people question the shape of the earth is because of the bloody internet. Case in point, your video.
Let all men be a liar and God the truth.
And if videos like you are the end result of that, I'm not convinced you should be taking his advice, man.
I am a liar because I've lied in the past. That's what a liar is.
And it's very good of you to openly admit that in a YouTube video, but we know you're a liar because being a liar is a prerequisite for being a flat earther. Because not only do you need to lie to everyone you speak to about the earth, you also need to lie to yourself.
I hope to not be a liar. I have truly tried my best to never lie.
Well, it's clearly not going well for you, is it?
But the point is not about me. It's about understanding that taking the word of man is not the guidance that you should use. The voiceless voice inside you is truly God. It's the one telling you that what you want is garbage. You shouldn't do it. You need to do what's right.
Lying isn't right, and yet you've done nothing else in your whole video.
It's the voice telling you to sacrifice yourself. It's the voice telling you to always do what's right. It's the voice telling you what's the good move, even when you don't want to do it. That voiceless voice is God.
Okay, so this is going to be a challenge. So the voiceless voice is also our intuition and our feeling and our perception of reality. And you're also saying that all those things are also God. Now, you told us that the earth is flat because it looks flat to you because you trust your gut. And then you immediately told us not to trust our gut. Have I missed anything out? And are you as confused as I am at this point?
Nobody ever feels like they're spinning or upside down.
Stop calling it spinning. It's one rotation in 24 hours. It's not exactly breakneck speed, is it? And when a flat earther's ever going to grasp the concept of there not being a down when it comes to the shape of the earth? There's no top, there's no left, there's no right, there's no bottom.
Bottom.
I hope nobody really believes you can dig to China. That's laughable.
And believing that the earth is flat isn't? And don't worry, pal, nobody believes you can dig through the earth to China.
Really, this is my best proof of flat Earth. I don't think this will ever change.
But it probably isn't your best truth that the earth is flat, is it? It probably came from some other flat earther you're on YouTube.
The problem is just that I've been brainwashed.
No way, I would never have guessed that if you'd given me 2 chances and 1,000,000 years to answer you.
And so have you since childhood.
Me? I haven't been brainwashed, I've just learned things. You, on the other hand, your brain has been so washed, it's as smooth as a pebble on a beach.
Saw a globe. The first worksheet you ever take home in nearly every school is the order of the planets. You have to memorize like sun, what planets in order.
Yeah, but that's mainly because teachers have got this sort of weird desire to only tell the children that they are charged with educating things which are factually accurate.
And their orbits, and this is the first thing you learn.
Now, I don't know whether that's true or not because I didn't go to school in America, but here in the UK, the first thing our children get taught is the alphabet and how to read, write, and add up. Seems a bit intense for 5-year-olds, pal.
So really, you need to understand that the only reason you believe in a globe is because of conditioning.
That's just the stupid thing flat earthers say. The reason the majority of the world believe that the earth is a globe, or accept, because you don't need to believe it, because that's what all the evidence demonstrates to us. But now I've just spoilt what I was going to say. The reason most of us believe it is because that's what all the evidence points to.
And the best proof of flat earth is natural knowledge and understanding and experience.
So trust in your gut then, and your gut is God, who you must trust, but you also mustn't always trust your gut unless it's telling you what you wanted to hear, or something. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
I wish I could go on and on.
You have, it's just you haven't had anything of value to say.
Just walk outside and think, am I on a spinning ball? It's so hard to believe. The only thing that makes you believe it
is thousands of years worth of scientific evidence.
Okay, I'll just take this as a good opportunity. I am open to debate anyone. And the thing is, if I lose, that's good for me. I'm happy to lose.
Well, that's probably just as well, pal. Because every flat earther loses every debate they ever take part in. So, you know, why break a winning streak or a losing streak?
Because then I'll find out if I was wrong.
Just watch this video. It shows you were wrong. In fact, I think shall I send it? I'm going to send it to him. These young whippersnappers need to learn a thing or two.
And what's interesting is I'm not even a smart guy.
Don't.
And I've never lost a flat earth debate. None have even been close.
So like most other flat earthers, then you're a completely deluded idiot. Every flat earther thinks they've never lost a debate. What are you even meant to say to that? Flat earthers lose every debate.
What does that tell you? I'm on the side of truth.
Well, I just told you what it tells us. Are you not paying attention?
That's why I'm fearless, and that's why I'm undefeated in debates. And I've even had a debate lined up with an astrophysics teacher, and he bailed.
Can you blame him? He's probably afraid that stupid is contagious.
Cause, oh yeah, it's not worth my time, is what you're gonna say. It's a waste of time debating flat earthers. That's what you say, right?
That is what I say. How did he know?
It's funny, but it should just be 5 minutes, and you should smash and embarrass me in 5 minutes.
There's no need to set the bar that high, pal. You embarrassed yourself in 5 seconds. The first 5 seconds of this video.
Because flat earth is so stupid, right? But I just want to go ahead and issue my opening statement in all debates on flat earth.
Well, opening statements usually come at the beginning of a video, but okay, fire away.
I'll say this. I'll say, today, my opponent is asking me and all of you to ignore everything you've ever experienced for your whole life, for everything you've ever heard for your whole life and what you've read in books. They're asking you to believe that your eyes are constantly wrong, all the time, constantly, in a plane. Oh yeah, by the way,
that was your opening statement, and you're even more easily distracted than I am. What are we talking about next?
My previous best proof of flat earth was how the horizon always rises to eye level no matter where you are, and that if the Earth was a ball, you would have to look down at the horizon as you go up.
You do. Just ask any pilot.
But just go outside. Look at the horizon. It's horizontal. That's what horizon means. It's unbelievably flat.
No, it doesn't. It comes from the Greek horizon kyklos, which I'm sure I just said wrong, but it doesn't matter. What matters is the meaning, which is separating circle.
Come on, you're standing on it. Put something on the side of a ball. Everything's supposed to have gravity, by the way. Just we can only really experience it or measure it or feel the effects of it when it's on a planetary scale. Come on.
Well, you can easily try out that little hypothesis for yourself. Just go and find a tall building and step off it. Then come back and tell me that gravity is only on a planetary scale.
There's never been a ball. Someone take a ball, please. Anybody. Take a ball and stick something to the side of it without anything sticky and or magnets or anything, and please show me.
Well, funny you should ask, because I did just that a couple of days ago, and for once I remembered to record it. Here we go. This is water sticking to the outside of a non-sticky ball.
Please, nobody's ever replicated gravity. You've never experienced gravity. You've never seen gravity.
Right, now look, and I'm only doing this to be fair. Well, I'm a fair guy. What are you trying to imply? But okay, I'll give you that you've never seen gravity. You've seen the effects of gravity. Oh, shit! But you've never actually seen gravity itself, which is fine and perfectly true. But you've also never seen oxygen, and yet you're sitting there breathing it in? That was out, not in.
You experience when things are less dense, they go up. When they're more dense, they go down. It's very simple.
Okay, cool story and all, but you do realize and understand, more importantly, that without gravity, density wouldn't behave the way it does?
Are you telling me that every time I take a step, my level is different? Level is the same across the whole world. Take a level, use a level with you. What is level based on?
Hello, me again. Level is actually determined by gravity. A level surface is perpendicular to the direction of gravity's pull. Just thought I'd mention it.
It's just, I know I'm getting even too technical now. I just want to explain to you how it's literally everything that you experience.
But isn't that what you've been doing for this whole video?
At this point, it starts to seem like the only reason to not accept the flat earth is cowardice.
You f***ing prats.
And this is not a shot at anybody. I get it. Your life is going to change. It's going to flip on its head. You will lose contact with people. You will receive backlash and hatred. And ask yourself why. But you will receive backlash and hatred for thinking the shape of an earth is different. That's very interesting.
And all perfectly valid reasons for never becoming a flat earther in the first place.
I hope this can really drive home that you can trust your senses. You can trust your own logic. You can trust your thoughts.
Then why did you say this?
All of our senses are constantly not only wrong, but basically the exact opposite. They're displaying the exact opposite of reality.
Oopsie.
If you're playing yourself or not, you know what I mean? People talk about, oh, you can't trust your own thoughts because you're self-serving. You know if you're being self-serving or not. Everybody does. Every time someone makes a claim that's self-serving, I believe they know they're lying.
Like when a flat earther monetizes their content here on YouTube and makes money by lying to people about the shape of the earth, would that be considered to be self-serving?
And I believe they know they're suppressing the truth. God even tells us they're suppressing the truth.
Well, I mean, if God said it, who the hell are we to disagree? Okay, dokie. So the reason there was no video yesterday is because of two things. One, I had an absolute nightmare with my internet service provider yesterday, and I was without internet all of this morning, so yesterday morning as you were seeing this. And the other one is because I haven't quite decided yet whether I want to try and continue uploading on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, and I wondered what you lovely lot thought. Would you be an absolute pack of legends, and let me know in the comments below. And on that note, I think I've taken up enough of your time for one day. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you again, well, maybe tomorrow or the day after. I don't know. Love you. Bye.
I don't think so. No, 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 no. I don't think so. No, 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 no. It's never, ever, 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 ever gonna